So you've hit rock bottom and decided it's time to start baking bread. So here's what you'll need. Flour, sugar, salt, water, active dry yeast, plastic wrap, parchment paper, and a big bowl. 2 pans, not 1 pan, you need 2 pans. And a nice cold beer. This isn't for the bread, this is for the pain. You'll want to start by warming up your water. It doesn't matter how you warm it up. I warm it up in the microwave because I've lost all hope. After it's nice and warm but not hot, pour it into the big bowl. Then mix in your yeast, your salt, and your sugar. Then mix it all together and leave it alone for at least 5 minutes, or just long enough for you to start reconsidering your actions. Then slowly mix in your flour using something stronger than your whisk. Realize that doesn't work very well, so you go back to your whisk. Then when it gets too hard to whisk, go back to what you were using before. At this point, it'll get pretty hard to do, so you'll start to consider buying a stand mixer. Don't do that, because once you're back in a better mental state, it'll just take up a bunch of space on your counter that you'd want to use for other things. It's okay to add a little bit of water because laws don't matter anymore and you want to make it easier to mix. After it becomes like a sticky dough ball, you'll want to move it over to a different surface that you cleaned beforehand so you don't get any dirty little germs. And generously flour your surface so the dough doesn't stick to the table, and then knead it until you don't need to anymore. Then shape the dough into a ball and clean out that bowl you used earlier because you realized you only own 1 bowl. Then coat the bowl in a tiny bit of olive oil so the dough doesn't stick to the bowl. Put the dough in the bowl, cover the dough in oil, and then cover it with plastic wrap. Then put the dough somewhere you won't mess with it, like the inside of the microwave, or in the turned off oven, or in the window, or outside, or above the piano, and you can play it a nice song. But just leave it somewhere until it's doubled in size, or until you're done having a mental breakdown in the corner. Then preheat the oven to 400 degrees. Then fill one of the pans with 2 cups of water and make sure to spill most of it when you try to put it in the oven. Then free your dough and punch it like that girl who punched me in the face in middle school. Cut the dough into 2 pieces using a pastry cutter or a knife, or if you don't have either of those, a common household sword is okay. Then shape the dough recklessly, turning it into what might be considered a rectangle, or mix it up a little bit and shape one into a really sad circle. Then equally distribute some flour on top of the loaves like the good comrade you are, and leave it alone for 5 minutes. Then slash the tops of the loaves of bread before giving them a little brushy brush of cold water. Then throw them in the oven for about 35 minutes, give or take, but set an alarm so you don't forget. Take this time to sit down in front of the oven and see your reflection, and look at the sad shell of your former self that you have become. Alright, time's up. Time to see what you've created. Here comes the moment of truth. Aww, they're ugly. Take these abominations and put them on a wire rack to cool off. And knock knock, who's there? Oh, it's failure. Now take the time to look over and examine your loaves. Notice every ugly blemish and malfunction that you took along the way, and realize it's full of ugly little insecurities, just like you. But it wouldn't be a baking video without a cross section. So cut it open and take a look inside. If Paul Hollywood saw this, he would immediately kick my ass and stab me with the sword. But let's give it a taste test because why not? And it doesn't taste bad, just tastes like bread. Nothing special about it, except it was really, really hot. And even though it was pretty disappointing and undercooked, I couldn't stop eating it. And I found out it's the perfect thing to eat when you cry, because not only is it all carbs, it's great for drying up your tears, which gives it some nice saltiness and flavor. Now let's get rid of this dense chunk of disappointment by throwing it directly at the neighbor's annoying kid. Now let's act like this never happened and go back to my room. And we're back. What's up, guys? I'm greeting you even though it's the end of the video. If you guys ever feel like you're at a moment in your life where you want to start making bread and you think there are no other options, go to therapy, get help. Don't trash your kitchen just to make a depressing loaf of bread. Bake other things. There are better things to bake. Make some cookies. Cookies will make you feel better. Don't bake bread. You're worth more than that. But yeah, thank you guys for watching. If you enjoyed this video, like this video. If you want to see more of me and you like seeing my face and you want more videos from me, subscribe to my channel and turn the notifications on so you get to see me every week or whenever I post videos, because obviously I have a lot of free time now. And so do you guys, so you have more time to watch my videos. But yeah, stay clean, stay healthy. See you guys next time, next week. Who knows? But see you in the future.